Shipmates, the video you're about to watch is designed to give you an idea of what takes place behind the scenes during a career development board. This is not expected to be a must-follow format, but a guideline for having honest conversations. Career development boards are the primary delivery method to ensure sailors get the guidance necessary to make personal and career decisions based on up-to-date information about the Navy, our policies, programs, and procedures. This is where you come in. The foundation of a successful program is a commitment from leaders to ensure every sailor is provided the guidance and opportunity to succeed. And a sound program shows that the chain of command has the best interests of our sailors at heart. Our Navy and its policies are always adapting and changing, and because of that, there has never been a more important time than today to conduct a CDB. For our sailors, it is time to show our commitment to you and your families through our actions. Let's get after it. Hoorah!
Hello and welcome. I'm Master Chief Osborne, and today we're going to be discussing career development boards, hereafter referred to as CDBs. CDBs are the primary vehicle our leaders assist our sailors in setting and achieving challenging but realistic personal and career goals. Sailors may desire to strengthen their mind, body, and spirit, pursue a new qualification or college degree, or manage their money differently. In each case, the command can connect them with resources to enable their success within command expectations. Well-executed CDBs improve readiness and job satisfaction while strengthening the chain of command through mutual trust and respect. If you lead sailors, you are a member of the career development team. This video is designed to assist you in becoming more effective, to connect with your sailor, and ultimately build winning teams. All enlisted sailors require CDBs, and there's two types, the command and departmental level. Command-level CDBs focus on broad-based Navy programs and are generally held on sailors' specific milestones. These include, but are not limited to, reporting, career waypoints, separation, and also when recommended by a department-level CDB. Command-level CDBs are chaired by the Command Master Chief. They include the Command Career Counselor, Department and/or Divisional LCPO, Department and/or Divisional Counselors, and also includes others depending on the individual sailor's needs.
The command-level CDB is an opportunity to focus on the specific needs of a sailor and use our experience to make sure we're all on track in the sailor's development. The first person I turn to is the Command Career Counselor.
As the Command Career Counselor, my primary focus is managing the CDP, as well as training, mentoring, and managing the career development team.
As the Divisional LCPO, I support my sailor at the Command-level CDB. I'm also there to make those calls for my chain of command and to communicate what we are able to support in helping the sailor achieve their goals.
As the Departmental Career Counselor, I am here to record the minutes of the CDB and also to assist the sailor in following through with their goals prior to their next CDB.
Now that we discussed the makeup of a command-level CDB, let's discuss the makeup of a departmental-level CDB. Department-level CDBs are chaired by the Departmental LCPO. They include the Departmental Career Counselor, Department and/or Divisional LCPO, and Divisional Career Counselors, and also includes others depending on the individual sailor's needs. The departmental-level CDB focuses on giving the sailor the opportunity to express their career intentions and personal goals. It sets the tone and sends the message that their career and command-centric development and goal achievement is important. It allows for updates and follow-ups to the sailor's original goals and an opportunity to create new goals or refine current goals moving forward. These are held mostly at regular scheduled intervals, and this is where the emphasis needs to be. The first step for the career counselors at all levels is to utilize the Career Information Management System, known as CIMS, and other resources to identify sailors that are due for a CDB. Next and most important is preparation. Preparation includes scheduling, allowing enough time so that sailors can talk and share what they feel about their progression. Review the sailor's CDB questionnaire and military life cycle to gather material for the CDB. It's a great time for that engaged mentorship. That's something that will help that sailor understand and believe that their chain of command really cares about them, really values them, and wants them to succeed in life and in our Navy. Setting up the room and making sure that it's welcoming and inviting is absolutely critical. Now, when we conduct the board, the chairperson first briefs all of the members and then ensures that everybody has enough copies of all of the information regarding that sailor to be reviewed beforehand. Again, that's absolutely critical. You don't want to do this on the fly. You must be polished and rehearsed so that sailor sees this as a very professional organization. That earns their respect and shows them that you care about them as a person and as a member of your team. They already know you've worked hard, persevered, and achieved success in the Navy. They want to achieve excellence as well, and this effort on their behalf by you may be the moment they point back to years from now when they are wearing an oak leaf or anchors. A satisfying Navy career involves many elements, and the CDB, the leaders performing them, is key to that sailor's development. Follow-up is critical. We want to make sure that the individual career development plan is properly filled out and that a copy is provided to the sailor. This shows them you're serious and it gives them a tangible method to track their own progress. Ask them about that when you see them again. That simple ask shows them that you remember and that you care. Remember, when the sailor knows and believes that their chain of command cares about them, they are more likely to achieve their goals, perform better, and help others achieve their own goals. Review the individual career development plan with that sailor to ensure that all the goals are mutually agreed upon. This allows a sailor to take ownership of the process. Provide a copy of that to the sailor, and then take the minutes that you've recorded and input them into CIMS. Be sure to route those minutes up the chain of command. Let's focus in on what a proper reporting CDB should look like.
Please have a seat. We'll get started with your CDB.
Thanks, everyone.
Good morning and welcome to your Career Development Board. Before we get started, I'd like to go around the room and introduce everyone. I'm NCC Billingslea, your Command Career Counselor. To my left, we have your LCPO, Chief Diggins. Then we have Petty Officer Schultz, your Department of Career Counselor. And last but not least, to my right, we have Command Master Chief Marler. Before we get started, you have any questions?
No, Chief, I do not.
Great. Over to you, CMC.
All right, first off, welcome to the command. Here's a command ball cap from us to you. Really look forward to seeing you on the deck plates and becoming an integral part of our team. So I'd like to start by asking you a couple of questions. Why did you join the Navy, and where are you from?
CMC, I'm from Florida. I joined the Navy to see the world and get my degree.
Okay, those are some good reasons to join. So how was your sponsor and your welcome aboard package?
CMC, my sponsor was great. He walked me right through the process, answered all my questions, and made my transition into the command very easy.
All right, excellent. And just one last question. Are you having any pay issues currently?
No, CMC.
Excellent. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to NCC, and we're going to dive into your career development.
Hello again. So I was reviewing your CDB information sheet, and I wanted to go over a few things with you. So first off, I noticed you marked undecided for your career intentions. And I want to say it's okay to be undecided. One of the great things about a career development board is that with all the experience at the table, we're going to work together to ensure that you get the most of your time in the Navy. And later, when the time comes, you'll be well prepared to make that decision. Another thing I noticed that your goals aren't very specific. For example, you listed get my degree. Everyone here is very much interested in what type of degree. When do you want to complete this goal? Have you ever heard of the acronym SMART?
No, I don't think so, Chief.
Applying SMART goals enable your goals to be action-oriented and time-driven, which in turn translates to reachable goals. And so now that we're applying your goals, all right, so now that your goals are SMART and action-oriented, I prepared a small packet for you. Okay. This can be used as a milestone timeline. This timeline lays out all of your milestones ahead of your PRD, projected rotation date, and your EAOS, your end of obligated service. One thing on this timeline I wanted to highlight is your advancement eligibility. According to your timing rate date, in 1 year you should be participating in your first E6 Navy-wide advancement exam. It looks like you've completed your PMKEE for the next pay grade, but you've not yet completed your LDC for the current pay grade. The great news is we have a cadre of qualified LDC facilitators on board, and with a little coordination with your departmental leadership, you'll be able to knock that out on time. With that, we segue over to you, Chief.
Thank you, NCC. So in regards to your LDC completion, we already have you scheduled for the next LDC, so there's no issues there. Rating knowledge and knowing your job are two very important elements in a sailor's career development. As your chief, I want to make sure that you have the resources necessary to succeed within our division. I've went ahead and printed you two very important documents, your enlisted career path and your ladder. From what I was able to gather from your enlisted service record, there are numerous schools that you're eligible or qualified to attend. I'd like to sit down with your LPO and go over with you what you want to do. With that, we can look at the command schedule and get you into some of that training to improve your skills. Before I pass it over to your departmental career counselor, do you have any questions for me?
No questions, Chief.
Good morning. So I just wanted to take some time to introduce myself and let you know that I'm available to should you have any questions pertaining to your career development. Once you complete all your initial qualifications, I'd like to sit down with you to discuss off-duty voluntary education, Navy Cool, and U.S. maps. So here's my email and office number. I'd like to make an appointment with you to have a sit down and discuss these items.
Thanks.
Well, Warrior, I'm happy to have you on the team. We did some good work here today. We addressed your goals, how to achieve them, and develop some additional goals, both of which are going to be beneficial to you and your chain of command. Now that we've cleared the path ahead, I don't want you to waste any time getting after it. So that concludes the CDB. I want to thank everyone for taking time here for our new shipmate, and I want to wish you all a fine Navy Day.
This was an example of an effective reporting CDB. Did you notice the career counselor came out and escorted that sailor in and everybody welcomed them? The atmosphere was friendly, welcoming, and that sailor felt more comfortable. They knew about the sailor. They were prepared. They gave that sailor praise. They encouraged, they engaged, and they inspired that sailor. That's what makes it effective. Let's go ahead and discuss follow-on departmental CDBs. There should be no difference in the preparation or presentation of the departmental CDB. The tone or feeling should be the same welcoming environment and two-way conversation that was experienced at the sailor's reporting CDB. The differences will be additional or specific content, topics, and board composition. This CDB will have more focus on professional growth, watch standing, PQS, warfare qualifications, and entering the MyNavy assignment cycle or transitioning. Some other general discussion topics include sailor's personal history, military life cycle, military standards. The Educational Services Officer discusses advancement, information such as the timeline, eligibility, and how performance affects their ability to advance. We also discuss off-duty education, how to achieve that using tuition assistance and the GI Bill. We want to discuss commissioning programs and upward mobility with the sailors so that they see that there's a whole world of opportunity that's out there waiting for them if they want to select that. When we discuss career management section of the individual career development plan, we're talking about the EAOS, PRD, career waypoints, billet-based advancement, and MyNavy assignment. Let's review some best practices. First, get that sailor involved. Brief them on the process and purpose of a CDB. Do the research. Set the right tone. Create an open and welcoming environment. Find the right location that's free of distractions and ensure your team knows everything that they're supposed to do. Review all pertinent documents pertaining to that sailor. Have them develop some personal and professional goals and then help them refine those prior to attending the CDB. Ensure CDB minutes are submitted in CIMS. These minutes must be individualized, no copy and pasting. CDB minutes should be the investment that you as the counselor is making to your sailor and the command. An important element of leadership is being able to see things from multiple perspectives. In that spirit, let's check in with some members of our Career Development Board and find out what's important to them.
My experience with great CDBs has always been based on it being a two-way conversation. Here we get the opportunity to get to know the sailor through what motivates them and together align their goals to the Navy's mission, creating a win-win situation. The feedback I provide as the Command Career Counselor, along with the board members, will support this. Advice given and experiences shared creates multiple paths for how the sailor can reach their goals. As each board member speaks, advice is shared, never being a directive or an order. Remember, CDBs should never come off as a negative. This is not the opportunity to scold a sailor, but to ensure that they are being provided every resource and opportunity for career development.
What's most important about a CDB is the time we set aside and invest in our sailors. Every board member has a direct role in supporting the career development of the sailor on the other side of the table. As a departmental career counselor, I will see the sailor more frequently and be able to follow up with them on a routine basis, which means the sailor will feel more supported as they work towards their goals.
As an LCPO, CDBs are an opportunity for your sailor to openly communicate with their chain of command. Engaging in active listening when discussing the sailor's goals and providing support and action as needed is critical in inspiring and motivating them to thrive. In my experience, a successful CDB involves familiarizing yourself with the sailor's career history and reviewing their CDB information sheet ahead of time. This allows time to gather materials and resources that are specific to that sailor's goals and intentions. This leaves them feeling confident that the chain of command is personally invested in their growth and success.
I've been fortunate to have had some outstanding career counselors, master chiefs, senior chiefs, and chiefs that have helped guide me with sage advice and mentorship. Much of that knowledge was passed to me during CDBs, so I can honestly say that CDBs have had a positive impact in my career. CDBs are a great opportunity to discover a sailor's goals and motivation, but while discussing these things, we want to make sure their goals are realistic and achievable. If they are not, we need to help guide them so that they are. Furthermore, it is important during the CDB to illustrate the expectations of the command and the Navy. Once those are clear, ensure that the sailor knows how to meet them. All these items will help make the CDB more meaningful and effective. While career development discussions happen every day, it is important to pause and have dedicated times to focus on each sailor with all key players present. As a Command Master Chief, the most important aspects to me regarding CDBs is that they are both timely and relevant. When done effectively, they are beneficial for everyone involved.
Shipmates, I'm Captain Brian Mutty, Commanding Officer, Surface Warfare Schools Command. I know you've been learning about career development boards, and I want to stress the importance from a former ship commanding officer as well as Commanding Officer, Surface Warfare Schools Command on why you should be conducting these boards. Specifically, when I joined the Navy as an enlisted sailor, we didn't have career development boards. I had to rely on my chief and I had to rely on my division officer on best what I should do with my career. For the mess and for the wardroom, take that to heart. Understand how important that is and what you can do to support your sailors. In 2003, we formalized career development boards and started them across the fleet. If you look at the CNO's warfighting tenets of today, it's warfighters, warfighting, and foundation. I can think of no better means to take care of a sailor and build the foundation of the Navy than through a career development board or build that warfighter not for only for your ship, squadron, or submarine, but as well as a fleet as a whole. So again, take the time, make the effort, and conduct a career development board for your sailors.
Thank you for your attention to this training. Remember, leadership starts on the deck plates, and an effective career development board is vital to the success of every sailor, and every sailor is vital to the success of our Navy.